never be the same. Cause I was never playing games. Indo. Energy. It's the Hey Indo show, man. I'm the golden boy, Hey Indo. And I got the film guy himself, Nimi Hendrix, in the building. What up, bro?
What's good? We in.
First of all, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Word.
Because you famous niggas are hard to reach, okay? I mean, what is it like being a god of the cinema? You feel me? Alright, for real though. You the film god. Obviously, you holding it down in Jersey. Now, I mean, not even for right now, for the past maybe 4 to 5 years now?
About that.
So tell the people about your legacy that you building.
I mean, I'm just building, man. I'm just trying to put on for the city. Just trying to do my thing, filming, trying to create work that really crosses barriers, and just trying to bring my team to the next level. And I mean, that's all it's about, really.
So recently you was in Colombia, very close to Medellin, you know what I mean? Where you was strapping bricks of powder to joint, you know? I feel like personally you are somebody that has a vision that's not only parallel with the greats, but that might even surpass. I feel like you will, but that's my opinion, you know?
Right.
I feel like you'll surpass some of the greatest directors of music and film of our time, you know? And so when you wake up in the morning, do you feel like you that nigga, or do you just you set out
not even, man? Because you know what I do is I differ from a lot of people. I don't compare myself with anybody that's around me or that may be trying to be where I am. I compare myself with people that's above me. Right. So I can't feel like I'm that nigga, because I don't even think about the people that I don't need to compete with. My only competition people that are in positions that I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to surpass them. I'm trying to be the most influential filmmaker of our generation.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take it to the top. Exactly. In all aspects.
I appreciate that, and I respect it, because I'm trying to be the best of the best too. I wake up every day feeling like the supreme. It's nothing higher than me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like if I'm doing the best of my best, nobody can stop me, you know?
Exactly.
So I wanted to ask you, is that something that you constantly keep in mind, like to shoot for your best? Or is it that you playing one-on-one, which is like, what is it like? What goes on in your head?
You know what? I mean, I watched a commentary by my man Will Smith, and he said that you gotta always live on the extreme of your capabilities, meaning that if your goals aren't high enough to where everything you do is like, if you're always reaching your goals, I mean your goals ain't high enough. Right. You know what I mean? So always try to you got some small ass goals. So you always want to try to aim so high that even if you don't go surpass it, you're gonna be at such a high level where you're still successful and still doing what you need to be doing. So that's really my philosophy on things.
That's dope, bro. That's really dope to hear. It's really refreshing, because a lot of people get on here and they got egos and yada yada yada, and who cares, you know?
Yeah.
I don't really care. So I want to just take it back a couple of steps, and let's go to the beginning. When it was you, when it was Kurt, when it was White Boy, you know what I mean? Talk about those days, the beginning of Secret Society, before anybody was calling you, before you made the plugs with the Diddies of the world and the Fat Boys and all that. What was that like?
I mean, what that was like is, I mean, really, I started off doing music. And
you used to rap, yo?
Yeah. I used to really rap.
You was in Fever Gang?
I used to, no. We was completely separate entities. I was with Secret Society, and then Fever Gang was a completely separate entity at the time. We knew them, but we didn't really fuck with each other like to that close capacity.
So, you heard that, right?
No, we support with, no. I mean, we didn't fuck with each other. We've always fucked with them, but we wasn't like doing business together.
That wasn't one.
Yeah, we was two separate entities.
Facts.
So yeah, I was doing music, and we had somebody that was really leading Secret Society at the time. We had this dude that pretty much came on to us, and he was a big dude. So we just made him the boss. Really just because he was big. Because he just looked like a boss. He sat in a big ass chair and he just looked like a boss.
Boss status.
So he ended up stealing a lot of money from us. We lost a lot of money. I had dropped the album at the time because I was really going hard in music. And during that time period, a lot of bad business was happening with him.
Fact.
So it kind of discouraged me from the music shit. I'm like, yo, I ain't got time for this BS. So I still wanted to like support my group, Secret Society at the time, which was at the time it was me, Tax G, Photo, Bless McFly. Those were the artists at the time.
Shouts to the OGs of Secret Society.
Yeah, for sure. So I still wanted to support them in some way. So I picked up a little digital camera, started doing little simple visuals with them, and it pretty much just expanded from there.
From there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Word.
So, now mind you, you've been there through many different versions of Secret Society. I'll say that. Different versions meaning a different cast.
Yeah.
Kind of like
very different.
Kind of like the Cosby Show. Every year niggas was incorporating new people, getting rid of old people. How did y'all keep the foundation of what Secret Society is today and was back then together?
It's built upon a common motivation, man. Everybody's trying to get to the next level. Everybody trying to take it to as high as we can take it, and that's why there's certain core people that's always going to be around. Because if everybody has the same goal, and it's not about doing something in spite of the next person, there's no jealousy, there's no animosity. Like if somebody has the hot record at the time, everybody's gonna support that record. You know what I mean? So it's we get rid of people that show their colors where they're not about the team.
Right.
And that's really we about the team, man. If you ain't about supporting that, then you know what I mean, you can stay on the outside.
Yeah. That's something that I feel is really important in this industry and in life.
Yeah.
Loyalty to people who are loyal to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, tell us about one of the times where you was loyal and it hurt you in the end. Because we all know about your successes, you know?
Yeah.
We know about you doing well. We know about your crew right now. Tell us about the people that you left in the graveyard.
People that left in the graveyard, I mean, just to correct one part, I wouldn't say it hurt me in the end because I still do what I do. It's society still do what they do.
Facts.
But there's been people that we kind of implemented in the movement, that was a part of the movement. And once, like, for instance...
Don't say their name, Nimi.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say their name.
Right.
I ain't gonna say their name. That shit gonna get crazy.
You be putting people on blast. We know about you, bro. This the hood CNN. I always call him that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say no names, man. I'm trying to keep it clean. But there's like, for instance, there's like people that we put on. They came to us when we started the model movement, and we really like got them known in the streets. Yeah. When I say in the streets, I mean the streets is not really anything, but they took it to their head as if that was the world.
As if they were.
So we got them known in a certain bracket, but I guess they were so used to not being known.
Right.
So they started acting Hollywood and just started getting real out of character and stopped doing the things that everybody else was obligated to do. So we had to part ways, and usually when we part ways, you ain't got a support system behind you. You start diminishing, and that's what's been happening.
Yeah. The cool thing about that is that everybody seems to get what they deserve. Karma is real, you know?
Yeah.
And so I feel like for the people that have succeeded in this game, obviously they was doing what they were supposed to do. They was treating people the right way. They was keeping their ego in check. And for the people that have failed in this game, something wasn't adding up. 1 plus 1 wasn't 2.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so I can't help but say, you kind of deserve it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep, I agree.
Do you?
Hell yeah, I agree.
True.
Because a lot of people see these little small successes. Yeah. Just because you may make a new contact or you may meet one person, they before they even get a check from it, they start counting their dollars, and it puts their minds on a pedestal. And in the end, man, it just goes to show that you ain't really accomplished nothing.
You did. And so for you were somebody that has accomplished not 1, not 2, but many things. You know what I'm saying? So to date, y'all can read his credits on the internet. I'm not here for that. To date, what do you feel like is your biggest, your crowning, your most defining moment in your career?
My most defining moment. I'm gonna probably go with. I just won an award at the Newark International Film Festival.
I was there for that.
Yeah, for the best music video. It's artist I work with, Khalil Gibran. It's a song did a visual for. It's called Fuck 12. And I never thought was gonna win it, mainly because of the title. Because I couldn't expect them to be on stage saying that the winner Fuck 12. I couldn't picture that.
It's rap at the end of the day, so they gonna hate.
So we won. We did it. The Fuck 12 as a video, as a social commentary. It's not just a ratchet F cops video. It pretty much was about the war on drugs and how Ronald Reagan and everybody kind of did certain things to set back our community, to give them reason to arrest us and incarcerate us. So as I said, it was a political social commentary that put a lot of different actions and things in the hood in perspective, and we got an award for it. So it was dope, man.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that was dope, bro. It was really dope. Not only because it was a social commentary, but it was a moment for New Jersey, Newark, people in the hood all over the world, you feel me, to really like see a well put together visual of what it's like to be in the hood and be a minority and deal with that day to day.
Exactly.
You know? So now I want to ask you, even though you've had all this success, you've had all these accolades, what is it like still being a kid from the hood, just trying to get your hustle on? You know, what are some of the challenges you face as a kid from the hood trying to get your hustle on?
I mean, some of the challenges I face is, depending on what area I'm trying to work on, is being a kid from the hood. A lot of people don't take you seriously until they actually see what you've done. Yeah. Like initially you may be introduced to somebody in corporate America, and as a filmmaker, like we're not like, I don't think we're part of corporate America where we gotta wear suits all the time.
Not at all.
A certain way.
You are artists, bro.
Yeah, so we're artists. So we're going. I got my dreads and all this stuff. So you may meet certain people that they may think you're a certain type of person, and once they get to know your resume and things that you've done, and they tap into your mind and see that what you're about, then they usually gravitate towards it.
Yeah.
But usually there's always that first impression.
Yeah.
Being from where we from.
I feel like people are always trying to like discredit, talk down upon, and even just overall not appreciate the creative. You know? When in fact the creative is the one who's bringing that dead, or not even dead, but simple idea that you have on paper to life.
Exactly.
You know? So tell the people about, because being a videographer and being a director is different from being a filmmaker. Yeah. You know, and I feel like you encompass all three of those very well. Tell the people what it is like to bring a thought, an idea, a dream that somebody might have had to life. What's that process like for you?
The process is like this. Pretty much, I'm glad you separated the distinction between just a camera person and a director or a filmmaker. Is pretty much a camera person is somebody that knows how to operate a camera. A director to me is a filmmaker, somebody that has a thought and a seed that they plant is going to flourish and grow. So usually what the process is like, I do a lot of films as well, but mostly what I do on a daily basis is music videos. So people send me their music, and I usually dwell on it for a while, and I think to myself, okay, what's the picture that this artist is trying to portray? Like, how does he want to be portrayed by society? Does he want to look like a gangster? Does he want to look like a fun party-going person? Does he want to look like a fashionista? Does she want to look like a bad bitch, or does she want to look like a sophisticated neo-soul type girl? So always trying to take that into consideration and try to expand and make that person look how they need to look and how they want to carry themselves to the audience. So that's really my number one thing, is to make sure that people look how they're supposed to look according to their brand. Okay.
So in doing that, right? Making them look how they want to look. Sometimes it ain't always how they really are. You know, we just being honest with each other there. The Hey Indo show, now we keep it a buck. That's a fact. It's hot to tell in here, we're both sweating. We keep it a buck.
I'm still going.
You dig what I'm saying? But people aren't always who they want to be or who they want to be portrayed as. You know what I'm saying? So what is it like to Alice in Wonderland the situation, you know, like you taking somebody from I want to be Pablo Escobar, know what I mean, but you might have only actually
that shit annoying.
You know,
it's annoying when I'm trying to when you got like completely restructure somebody's entire living situation. It's very annoying because they'll have music where they're making music about something that they never even seen. You know what I mean? And okay, how are we gonna do that video, bro? Like. You rapping about Rolls Royces and Lambos and mansions and alright, you gotta direct this fee, but this is your butt. This you want to get all that in the video. How are we gonna get to the video? So that's like actually the hardest part of the job.
Talk about it.
Very difficult because you got certain people that make certain type of music,
right?
And they don't have the connections and the context and the budget to accomplish that individual. So. I don't know why they're making that music. Like, why are you making that music? Like, you don't have to make that music. There's a lot of artists out that make music that's them. About their real life. You don't have to embellish and glamorize things that you don't have. You know,
right?
Get it first. Absolutely. At least come close to it.
I agree. I think that art needs to reflect life in some context. At least 50-50 it.
Yeah, you gotta be close. You gotta be at least close to it. You know what I mean? You could rent a car because you don't want to put, even if you have a nice car, you want to put your same car in all the videos.
Facts,
so you can embellish certain things, but you got to come close to it. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
You got to come close to it.
Agreed.
Word.
So talk to me about, like, obviously you are who you are. There's tons of people that look up to you. There's tons of people that hit you every day. You the hood CNN, you know, you got the people locked in. But tell me about somebody that you go to when you need that advice or that feedback or even that realness to humble yourself, because you a cocky ass nigga, bro. Know what I mean? I told you this before off the camera. You feel me? Like, you do your thing how you want to do it, and that takes a certain level of confidence in self. But at times where you might not be feeling so confident, who do you go to for that advice?
I got two answers for that. Okay. I got two answers for that. Nowadays, I pretty much just go to my team because they've seen my best stuff. We've all seen each other's best stuff. So it's hard to impress. You know what I mean? When you've seen everything that we do and you've been a part of the movement, they're not gonna get blown away by some regular shit. So if I do something and my team is blown away by it, that's when I know it's a hit. That's when I know it's a hit. So if I'm unsure about something, what y'all think about this? And we're gonna keep it real with each other. There's no reason not to. You know what I mean? It's not like you put out to the public and everybody's obligated to say how much they love it. So that's what I do. That's what I do nowadays. Beforehand, like when I first started, I'm at the shout out to my man Rock Davis.
Shouts to Rock.
Shouts to Rock, Itchy House. When I first started filming, he was like the pioneer of indie film in Jersey. So he pretty much just got me started and showed me the ropes. Only thing I'm gonna say about Rock, man, he's always positive though. Like there's times when I knew my shit sucked and he just kept me going. Oh, that shit is dope. Yeah, that shit ain't dope.
That shit is trash, B.
So
need somebody to tell you this shit's trash, yo.
Nah, shouts to Rock though. He always gives me that positive encouragement.
Shouts to Itchy House, man.
Well, definitely shouts to them. Rock Davis and Jay Scorsese.
That's love. That's love. Shouts to Jay too. I love the Red Dot series, you know?
Yeah. I
think my only thing that I'll say is I think that y'all could have, just expand the story. Tell me about these people before they die.
And I tell you, here's the thing with Red Dot. And that's why we're ending it. We've had...
What?
Yeah, we got the last episode coming because we had a lot of complications with Red Dot, bro. Yeah. Because what happened is we have people that started the movement with us that we'll have a story written for them, and the next time they're not around,
they're not with it.
So we gotta kill them and not show them on camera.
Damn.
So it's been a lot of different complications that we've had to work around. Like a lot of the people that die on Red Dot, they die because
they can't continue.
Because we can't continue with it.
Damn.
So it's been kind of hard developing the characters. Yeah. Because pretty much the plan for Red Dot was to really put out a lot of different episodes and dive into all the different characters' backstories and really expand the story. But we've had a lot of complications where we weren't able to do a lot of character development.
Right.
So what I'm doing now is I'm just pretty much just tying together all the loose ends just to satisfy all the supporters that have arrived with the movement. And the last episode is going to be like a little film in itself. It's like 40 minutes. So I'm wrapping that up now, and we're gonna put it gonna package it all together as one package, and we're gonna screen it at a theater, and you know what I mean. We're just gonna celebrate the end of Red Dot.
Yeah, I think that'll be dope, bro. That'll be dope. But you know, as a viewer, a fan, and a friend, you know what I'm saying? You're doing very well.
No, I appreciate that.
With the series and just, I feel like with your career in general, you know, so I'm always in tune with what you got going on.
Yeah.
You are the Hood CNN from New Jersey. Let's just take a moment to talk about that.
Oh, man.
You know, briefly. We don't gotta go too deep into it, but being the Hood CNN, you know, you got a responsibility to not only the viewers, but to yourself to post credible, factual information, and also
I get in trouble.
An expose about it. You get what I'm saying?
I get in trouble. But I be trying so hard to kind of reduce that.
Don't fuck them,
bro. I get in trouble because at the end of the day, I work with a lot of people in the industry, and at the same time, I criticize a lot of people in the industry.
You sure do.
And there's a lot of people behind the scenes that I never know that they have any type of relations with that person. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Right.
I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm gonna express myself. But I've always just been a person that has been concerned with the social issues and things that's happened in my community, things that's happening within a culture. So I'm gonna have my views and I'm gonna express my views.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done. That's what I'm gonna do.
Don't stop doing that.
Nah,
you
I
know?
definitely ain't gonna stop.
Because people appreciate it, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, it's not a lot of people out here, publications, putting out the facts, bro. You don't gotta talk to nobody that's beneath you, so to speak, or that hasn't done as much as you, but you do.
Yeah.
You still put that effort forward to bridge the gap between the high and the low, you know?
I mean, to me, man, it's you gotta stay in tune with the people that brought you to a certain level. I just get real aggravated and annoyed when I see somebody that we used to know on a certain level, and they make this one little step make them think that they're above everybody else, and the whole interaction changes completely. And I always say to myself, you know, I can't be like that. I can't be like that. Of course, it's going to change a little because once you get too busy, you can't be the same person. You can't interact with people the same way. But at the same time, you have to have the same mentality. Right. And that's what it's about. It's about your mentality and what your objective is and what you want to accomplish in relationship with the people.
Facts. That's certainly true. I want to thank you for coming through.
For sure.
I mean,
Thanks for having me, man.
Film God, you heard?
Yeah. What's up?
Boom. It's been another exclusive episode of the Hey Indo Show with the Film God, Nimi Hendrix. I'm the Golden Boy, Hey Indo. Bye bye bye. You feel me? Only on Sloppy Vinyl. Peace.
Fuck 12. Yo, I'm in the back of the paddy wagon, they had me slacking. Slapping cuffs on my wrist, I shoulda never fucked with that bitch. That white girl, black man, living in this white world.